Hi, I'm Doombabe, and this is my channel. So today was supposed to be a poison ivy tutorial, but as it turns out, long story short, I'm out of spirit gum and I need to go spend $20 on new sewing stuff. So I've wanted to do a review for WataMote for a while, so I thought, why not do it today? Now the first thing I always look for in an anime is a good opening theme. Really, for me, it's like, if you don't have a really good intro, it's usually, I'm just not even going to finish watching the anime, like Moonface. I've heard it's a good anime, but I cannot get past that LSD trip of an opening sequence. It's just weird. But the opening starts off a little shaky if you're really not a fan of like heavy metal screamo music, but after a couple seconds it gets very, very catchy. It sort of reminds me of Bleach's third opening. It was honestly my favorite opening. It has a female singer with a sort of higher, smoother voice, and a man performing some singing, but mostly his role there is screamo. I believe the song was made exclusively for the anime because not only does it include the anime's title in the lyrics, but the lyrics coincide very well to the story's base plot. For the closing, WataMote has a lot of endings, but the main one that is used is definitely my favorite. Tomoko's voice actress is who sings the song, which I feel gives the closing sequence sort of like its own personal flavor. However, the actual animation itself isn't that unique. It just shows Tomoko walking down the road. A saving characteristic, though, is the closing sequence focuses on how obsessed she is with the internet and her games by depicting her walking down the street through a series of phones. As for the writing, it was actually very good. The main character, her name is Tomoko Kuroki, who is a social moron that is desperate to be popular. She's an otaku that has spent countless hours playing hundreds of dating simulator games, and tends to find herself fantasizing about herself being in some of those situations. But as a result of her playing all of these games, she has had very, very little social interaction with anyone outside of her family. She's not only extremely shy, but she actually shows signs of being agoraphobic. In her quest to become popular, she frequents the internet for tips on how to be cute. She puts her hair up in pigtails, she attempts to replicate the duck face, emulates various attributes of moe anime characters, etc. But what she doesn't realize is that socializing in the activities that her classmates engage in that she thinks is just stupid is actually what is required to be popular. She's so wrapped up in these fabricated perfect world in her games that she doesn't even really understand what it means to be like a social person. She doesn't know what people actually do together. The script itself actually has a very good balance of humor and seriousness. The humor, it is not ridiculous, it is not overplayed, and the seriousness is not like something you'd see in a dramatic anime. It's mostly just something where it's just enough for you to take the character seriously. I feel it accurately represents what it's like to be an anxiety-ridden loner in a world where you need expansive social skills. But you know that the writing's very good when you find yourself literally face-palming and turning red in the face at the ridiculous situations that Kuroki finds herself in, such as when her mom walks in on her applying her own voice to a couple of the dating sim games. It's a refreshing take overall from the Mary Sues that tend to plague anime, because while Tomoko has her own, like, her main flaw, which is she's very anxiety-ridden, she's shy, but she has these flaws where she gets very arrogant. She can sort of look down on her classmates, and it's just little flaws here and there that make her more of a real character that you can relate to. The last thing I really look at is voice acting. Of course, if you can't listen to the voice actors, why the hell would you spend time watching an anime? The Japanese voice acting is incredibly impressive. I don't know about the English voice acting because I couldn't find a place to watch it free. I watch all of my anime at animefreak.tv. Not a lot of the girls have those stupidly high-pitched voice, you know, like the really breathy, they sound like they're 3 years old. Only the non-important characters, and even then they really don't have much of a role, obviously, because they're not even really supporting characters, they're just there. The main character's voice actress, however, is astounding in comparison to everyone else on the anime. She can quickly transition from a crazed and almost guttural screech to a bright and smooth and happy voice in the span of like 2 seconds. Her ability to convey the emotions of Tomoko definitely shows that she is a very talented voice actress as well as very experienced. In conclusion, this is something where I would give it 2 thumbs up, and I highly recommend people to go look for this. If you like the slice of life anime, if you like comedies, I definitely suggest taking the time to look it up and watching it. It's only 12 episodes. It's not like this is a 4-season commitment where every season is 25 episodes like Gilmore Girls. I'm ranting, so until the next video, I will see you guys later. Peace.